if you can just tailor your energy rightly, look for problems to solve around you, you will be better than those that are out there. Owning a business, as sweet as it sounds, that you have your freedom and all, is full of pains. Being a woman, I think a woman in a male-dominated business is an hedge for me already.
Okay, so what's up guys, it's Israel Ogunire here again, and today we are right here in Osun State. I'm meeting with an entrepreneur that is building made in Nigerian footwears, and she has an amazing story. She's going to be sharing us her experience on how she started her business and how she has been able to scale it up, and some challenges she has faced while starting her business. And I hope you guys get inspired with her story. Don't forget to subscribe and also comment on the description below. So it's really nice to have you here, ma. Can you tell us your name and a bit of your background?
Okay, I'm Lade. I'm from Osun State. I went to the university. I studied mathematics education.
Wow.
Yeah, and afterwards, I went to University of Ibadan to go and study early childhood education, postgraduate diploma. And this is what we do now. We are into shoemaking. Yeah. I own Lade Nigeria Crafts and Leatherworks, the leading shoemaking brand in Osun State as we speak, where all we do is premium bespoke shoes. We want every individual to be part of their orders. So in essence, we sell experience. We are not just selling shoes. We are selling experience, where in each product that you buy from us, you have intake. Your desire, your wish is on it. So, and that's why we are a bespoke brand.
I saw online. I checked the website and I discovered that you actually even give a Yoruba name.
Yes.
What was the idea behind that?
Okay, so I love Nigeria, number one.
Yes.
Of course, the brand is Lade Nigeria.
Yes.
I love Yoruba culture so much. You know, I'm from Odelmu, a place in Osun State. So, apart from Lade Nigeria, I'm a nature and culture enthusiast. So, in anything I'll be doing or I'm doing, I have promised myself that the culture must reflect. So, you know, I just said that we sell experience. If you check all the names, we express the meaning in the website. Like, you know, our own corporate shoes, we name it Akikonju.
Yeah, yes.
You know, so what that means is for you to wear a corporate shoes, it means you know what you want to do with your life.
That's true.
And all of that. So that's it.
Yeah. So what was the idea behind starting your own company, first of all? Is it that you have had that upbringing when you were little? What came about?
Okay, so yes, right from since the time I'm conscious of life. You know, my mom is a teacher. Apart from being a teacher, she's a serial entrepreneur. She knows how to do a lot of things. She owns a provision store. She knows how to sell, how to make nylons. She knows how to. She raised me with money she's getting from grinding pepper and the teaching whatever. So right from that time, I knew I want to be an entrepreneur in my life, but I didn't know what it would be. So after I finished my SSCE, you know, while waiting for admission, I approached her to lend me 15,000. So she did. So I started selling bread and recharge card, the days of recharge card. So, and I made sure that before I gained admission, I returned 10,000. In fact, she willingly said I should keep the 5,000 so as to get clothing and all of that while I'm going to school. So, in fact, recently my course rep was reminding me that can I remember when I told him that all this reading that we are doing in school, me, I won't use the certificate, you know. So it has been part of me all my life.
Yeah.
The only time I thought of a white collar job was after I did a business and I failed. So, and I didn't have the capital to start all over again then. So I needed to go to Lagos to go and be doing a marketing job with insurance company. Of course, the Lagos stress is too hectic for me, so I couldn't do it for more than 2 months. And I came back to Osun and the birth of this.
Yeah. I was, when you talked about Lagos State, I wanted to see that a lot of people are moving to Lagos State to start something like this. So why is it that you decided to come to Osun State?
I've never lived elsewhere apart from Osun.
Osun State, yes.
I've never lived elsewhere. And perhaps, and in fact, sorry, I don't think it will be normal for me if I am from Osun State and I can have this capacity, this talent, and I will take it out of Osun. And again, Osun State is a growing city, especially Osogbo. So where we are still lagging behind in so many things. So if people like us, that we are so proud of what Nigeria, our state, we can't be starting all of this. We won't inspire others to do it.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's it.
Wow.
And to the glory of God, since we've started, those in Lagos are patronizing us more than those in Osun. Yes.
That's really awesome. That's really awesome. So you were saying something as to the fact that you started a business and then you feel, because a lot of people tend to believe that when you start a business and then after a while, if it doesn't work out, and you drop it out and then look for something, maybe get a job. So what are your, based on the fact that you said you started a business on time and then you failed and then you started this, what are the advices that you can give people who probably genuinely have an idea and they started the business, but one thing led to another, maybe they failed on it? What are the ideas based on what you have learned from your experience?
Well, I think we need to start letting people know that owning a business, as sweet as it sounds, that you have your freedom and all, is full of pains. It's full of pains. You know, entrepreneurship, the only thing we can say we are enjoying, which is not enjoyment really, is that we have our own time, we have our own freedom. But you know, for me, I will say that it is not all of us can be a boss. We can't all be a boss. If we can all be a boss, so who is going to be the doctor that will attend to us? Who is going to give us money at the bank? Who is going to, you know, all of that. So if one is opportune to get a job that is fulfilling, I think it's fine. But you know, if you know you have an idea and you want to create something, you want to project something to the world, I think first of all you should know that Yoruba used to say something, I don't know, I think efon is antelope, if I'm right. I don't think you can kill it once. So you have to try. Okay, so the business I did before starting this, I started with ₦1 million.
Wow.
That was 2017. So I already felt in my mind that I'm rich already, to the extent that I went to go and get an apartment in the GRA that I made. You know, 1 million. So I got an apartment in the GRA thinking that to be able to repay, it wouldn't be a problem. Unfortunately, I couldn't repay. I needed to move out and go back to a room in a flat where I'm sharing 3-bedroom flat with people. Insult and all of that. So I failed. Why? Because most of the time we don't understudy what we want to delve into. You know, I was selling rice in bags where the profit on a bag a profit on 20 bags, if I'm able to sell it a day, we cannot cater for my needs in a week. So how do you want to survive the process? So, and you know, it was out of curiosity. Okay, so what can I do that can differentiate me, that can stand me out, that I can create legacy with? And that is when I thought of this. You know, understanding my environment. Okay, so I'm from Osun State, where yes, there are thousands of shoemakers, but how many of them are doing it in a standard way that can compete with the foreign brands? So, and being a woman, I think a woman in a male-dominated business is an hedge for me already, with the passion of producing experience, quality, and all of that. Yes. So, and to the glory of God today, we are the leading brand in the state.
Yeah. Thank you. You talked about your skill and how you acquired it from. Now, I also want to talk about the funding part as well. How were you able to get funding to start the business? For those that are actually looking for funding, how do you get funding?
Well, I think I will say that I didn't get any funding in the beginning. I started all on my own. At first, I didn't have the capacity to get any equipment, any.
Wow.
So what I did was I started partnering with people, people that are already established. So what I do is I go to their in fact, one good thing that my boss, may Almighty bless him today, one good thing that he did for us is, apart from teaching us the skill, he exposed us to the business part of this. So while learning, he gave us that opportunity to also start our brand. So I started there, but at some point, I think it wasn't comfortable, which is normal. Anybody can do that. So I left and I looked for another place, and I was doing it gradually. I was saving money to be able to get some equipment, and to the glory of God, I have been able to position myself well in the state that it is easy for people to approach us for funding, grants, and all of that. So after COVID-19, so I was one of the few that got the COVID-19 relief funds. So I think that was it. That was it.
And finally, a lot of young Nigerians now, those are into tech, those are into business. Right. You have the issue of just give me money, let me process my visa, and let me leave this country, Japa.
Right.
So what are your thoughts about this issue of Japa? Do you think that we should all begin to leave Nigeria?
Well, if you can ask about 1 million times, I would tell you that for me, I'll be 30 in November, and I don't have I don't have international passport. Why? Because it's not that I don't wish to go out there. Of course, I wish to explore, but I see that there are so many opportunities untapped in Nigeria, untapped in Osun State. If you ask me a million times, I will tell you that Nigeria is blessed. This business started really in 2020.
Wow, 2020.
Really, like that I can say we are doing business. Of course, we've been doing it since 2018, but we started really in 2020. And I can tell you convincingly that we are doing well.
Wow. Wow.
So what that means is, if you can just tailor your energy rightly, look for problems to solve around you, you will be better than those that are out there. Yes. Yes.